You know, I follow your. I went on your Facebook, right, and I know that you've been battling thieves, right, that come into these houses and they strip them. Tell us, I mean, how big is this in Bakersfield?
It's huge right now. It's been going on for years. They stealing that copper wire, taking it to recycling centers and stuff like that. But they've gotten 5 houses out here in this neighborhood. Not once. Some of them 2 or 3 times they've came and stole the copper wire out of them.
When you say the copper wire, so like you go in and you frame up a house, right? And then there's wire, of course, going switches to lights.
Yeah,
and
so like all these plugs all have, we wire in between everything. Everything gets wired in. This house is all closed up with sheetrock and stuff, but a couple of houses, are still framed. You can see the exposed wire, and they just come in there and cut it and take whatever they want.
Do you have a house there that we can take a look at that?
Yeah, we do.
Let's do it, man. I'll follow you over there, man. Let's check that out. Well, here we are. We're in one of the garages, right? So I see a lot of wires here. So what do they do? I mean, are they just cutting the wires? I mean, how do they take their stuff?
Yeah, a lot of times you can, if you come over here real quick, these bigger wires, that's number 8 gauge and this is number 10 gauge, and they'll just cut it right here and pull it out as far as they can.
Wow, that's so much work too, right?
Oh, yeah, and we have to come back and replace that whole thing. Those wires go all the way across the other side of the house, so we got to re-pull everything.
So will they strip this whole place of wire? I mean, when they leave, is like a lot of the stuff just gone?
Basically everywhere you can. They'll cut right here, and then they'll come down here and cut right here and take that whole piece out.
What's the rules? I mean, if you're a recycling center, are you allowed to take just like random? I'd imagine these guys are drug addicts. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, homeless, people on dope or whatever. But recycling centers aren't supposed to take it unless you have, a contractor's license and all that stuff. But some of them still allow it.
Wow. You were saying too that it's not just this. Like they will steal windows or right.
Oh yeah, everything. I think this is the house that they stole the front window out of.
Wow. Why do they how? What do they do with a window? Like, what's someone that's on drugs? They just stole that out?
They just unscrewed it and took it.
Do they give it to other contractors, you think? Or?
I think they sell it. I think there's just they'll just go out and just sell whatever they can, or find somebody that needs something, and hey, we got a bunch of houses, we'll just take whatever we need, kind of deal.
Wow. Do you think that's like kind of set? Do you think that in some cases it's set up professionally, like there's more to it than people think in Bakersfield, or do you think it's kind of just haphazard, like guys with no clue?
I think it's just like the auto theft thing. I think there's a ring of people that's doing it. Like this stack of drywall right here, this stuff can be gone tonight. Yeah, they'll just come in, and somebody needs drywall, they'll walk all these houses. I mean, there's hundreds of houses being built around here, and they from different stages. They'll just take whatever. A lot of times it's the sheeting for the roof and stuff. They'll back their truck up and take 100 sheets of plywood.
Wow.
Or 2x4s, whatever they need. It's out here.
You think it's ever an inside job? Like someone knows this thing's going on, they've been here?
I mean, sometimes, yeah, but most of the time it's just people on the streets.
Free stuff,
or,
right?
Yeah, just trying to sell stuff to make money, This is one of the big things they were doing, is cutting this wire, out of this conduit. This is where the kitchen island goes. Like all this wire, somebody will say, oh, that's not very much wire, but we got to re-pull it. It goes all the way over the wall.
Oh man, you have to pull it through the concrete?
Yeah, well, there's that conduit that goes through there. So I mean, we don't have to break up the concrete.
Yeah, but you still got to.
But this little bit of wire is going to cost us a lot, because we got to pull it all the way back to the panel. So
it's not just that piece. It's
just not that little piece. It's this whole run all the way back to the panel.
Yeah. Wow.
So like 10 feet of wire they take, we got to replace 100 feet.
What's 100 feet of wire cost, you think?
Probably like $15-20.
Yeah.
Then you got labor and the headache of coming back and redoing it.
Right. Yeah. All right. Now here's the cool part. Is that you've actually apprehended some of these guys, right? I mean, I'm telling you this. If you're a contractor, you definitely want Justin here on your team, man, because he actually has shown up to the site and caught these guys. Yes. On your own, right? Yep. You have caught it. How many guys have you caught?
We've caught 4 so far.
4?
Yep.
So what is that? So like you come here, are you staking out the scene?
Yeah, we'll come out and like I said, it's been about 3 weeks straight. So the first time, okay, whatever, we'll fix it. And then it kept on going and going and going. And, 5 houses 2 or 3 times. So we just came out here at night, stayed all night. The big thing was following foot tracks and seeing, like stand on the bathtubs, cutting the wire, stand on the drywall, cutting the wire, so you get footprints.
Yeah.
And some of the shoes are distinctive, and you see the people walk around here during the day, and you just match up the shoes, and we just caught them like that. We've caught a couple people right in the act, so
Wow. What's that? Is that a little? It's probably nerve wracking a little bit, right?
It's nerve wracking.
I know your wife actually got in the mix, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
She's the crazy one.
Yeah, but and actually, you hold them till the cops come, and then they arrest them, and they've made some arrests, right?
Yep, 4 of them.
Right,
So
and I'm sure you've had to restrain yourself a little bit too. I can imagine.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then, the sad part is, unfortunately, they're probably released, and then they're back on the streets, and they're doing it again,
Yeah.
and then, probably hitting up another construction site or whatever it is.
So luckily, so far, it's been kind of calm around here for the last week or so. So hopefully, it's stopped in this neighborhood.
So,
We take a lot of pride in our work, and this is our business, and we're going to do whatever we can to, make people not take what we put into it.
yeah. Very cool. Well, you know what? We're real proud of you. We're glad you drive GMC trucks, and can't wait to see that new one. I know you had talked to us that you're looking to get a new work truck. I remember you talked to me about it a few weeks ago, and so that's going to be cool. We'll look forward to seeing you in that, and I think we'll feature you in the next magazine, Bakersfield Top. That's going to be cool. Part of our Motor City Throwdown. It's kind of an exclusive story here. So thanks for joining us and cluing us all in on these thefts going on at the construction sites, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, very cool. This is Billy. This is Justin.